Hey, you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball, life's a mess, Keto Diamond. Today is day, I think, 1512 of my ketogenic journey, where that big C word did strike home. We're going to talk about all that, the weigh-ins, and so much more. Back to urgent care we go. It's time, guys, after you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, to follow a daily life update ketogenic journey with little bits of knowledge packed in here and there. Now, it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style. You guys, so if you've been following my story this week, you know some of the things I've been through, but quick recap. On Tuesday, found out I was exposed to the C word. So that person that I was exposed to had been complaining about a metallic taste in their mouth. So had I, 4 days before that. So I decided, for everybody's best interest, I should get tested. Got tested. Well, on Thursday, the result came back negative. I was like, well, okay. And on Friday, I woke up with a pounding headache that I couldn't do anything with, so I went back to urgent care. Well, while I was there at urgent care, my husband was getting off work. They were done for the day, but he wasn't feeling good. And the urgent care said, well, it's probably a sinus infection. I got like 2 things of nasal inhalers and some antibiotics, and was sent on my way. And was like, all right, spent about an hour in Walmart getting those things. And over the course of the evening, my husband started complaining that his back has never hurt so bad. And he just did not feel good. That it was his entire body started hurting. I was like, oh no. No. Well, wake up this morning, he's in a lot of pain. He's hurting like head to toe, all his muscles. He can barely move, can barely walk, can barely get out of bed. Check his fever, it's 101.2 that time, and decided I better call urgent care. And they had us come on up there, come in, do the appointment and all that. The doctor looked at me and said, you've been here a lot this week. Well, anyway, she starts asking him his all his symptoms and everything, and she checks his temperature and Well, she writes him out of work until at least the 28th and tells him not to go back until at least the 28th, and was very, very clear. We believe this is COVID, no matter what the test says, so do not go back to work. And she looks at me. Source? Well, my test was negative. You should have sent him a false negative. So when we left urgent care, I went straight over to Walgreens, covering, of course. Ran inside and I got a testing kit, a home testing kit that came with 2 tests. Stuff was $25. I was not prepared. I thought it was $15. But anyway, got a couple. Got hubby home and in bed, and he took a long nap while I took my test, which came back positive. It is a light line, but it says on the tutorials and the packaging, even the lightest line counts. So I don't know how well you can see that. I've got a picture. It's there. And I can see it very clearly, and I'm about blind, so yeah. And then when hubby woke up and we checked his fever again, it was 102. And he was hurting all over, so he took his regular medications that he always takes, which luckily happened to include a painkiller, nerve, is it for nerves? Gabapentin. And he took some Tylenol to break the fever. And I took his COVID test. His line turned pink faster than a 9-month pregnant lady taking a pee test on a pregnancy test. So there's his. I'm trying to get it where y'all can see it, but I can't really see good. So, I mean, his turned pink really fast. Mine took just a couple minutes. But it takes, you're not supposed to read them for 15, so. It's here. Yeah, so I don't know if my line, my light line means I'm getting over it and that all this stuff in the past week was indeed that, or if it means I'm about to get slammed, because he got slammed hard. That stuff kicked in from like 4:30 p.m. yesterday till this morning, and it's just been like painful and rough for him this entire time. And he's like, why didn't you get it that bad? I was like, maybe I haven't gotten that yet. Maybe I'm getting it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, only the next couple of days will tell. I could be had a very light thing going on and I'm done, but I could also be about to make somebody really sick and not even mean to, because my test was negative and I spent an hour in Walmart getting medication. Good thing I didn't go to work like I started to, because this morning when he rolled over saying he was feeling that sick, I was like, well, I could really go. Hold on, let me go ahead and see what he needs. So when we woke up this morning and figured out what was going on with him and he was too sick to go to work, once again, I texted my supervisor. I told her about him so she could tell his supervisor, because I don't know his number. And I kicked off my shoes, took off my bra, and my mom, poor thing, she came up here to watch Zach this morning because she was supposed to. I was like, oh, sorry, we don't need you to go home because I don't want to make you sick. Yeah, but at the time I didn't know I was positive either. And hubby keeps isolated. He's all the way back yonder all the time, but yeah, it's not a perfect system by no means. Oh. Excuse me. And nasal spray does this drippy drip thing. It drives me crazy. It just itches, I swear. But I didn't know for sure. And now I'm really worried about my parents, because I also gave my dad his birthday gift. And I mean, I didn't like hug up on him or anything or get real close, but damn it, I was told I was negative. I thought I was good. It's just a sinus infection. I never did have a fever at home anyway. And that one they took there, I swear I don't remember them taking it. So that's up in the air, I guess. But that's the only time I was ever claimed to have had a fever. So I don't know. I am hoping that was it for me, and it was just light and one and done, and got that good old decades-long immunity. I'm hoping for it. And then hubby, I hope this is quick and easy, but by the look of it, it is not going to be. So, of course, I've spent all day looking up different things. Some of this stuff, of course, I already knew. What are you doing? You're not trying to get up, are you? You can't do that. You laying down? What? Stay still. I tried to drug him a little bit this morning. Not really. Okay, so he had some Pintos, and I put some vitamin D in there. It's like I'm going to hook him up. He won't even notice. Oh, my God, he noticed right away. He still had his sense of taste this morning, but now he says he can't smell stuff as good. Or taste stuff as good. So I probably could put the vitamin D in his beans now, but he tasted the light mint flavor, and his Pintos are not supposed to taste like peppermint, honey. What'd you do? Was that you or one of the animals? Oh, sorry. I'm so tired. But anyway, I've been looking up stuff all day. Some of it I already knew. Some of it I thought would be a good idea just to know, because being that we're all keto here, or most of us are keto here, and we're concerned about our health, and this is a virus, I thought I would look up some antiviral foods. Some foods that are good for viruses, you know, or to ward off viruses anyway. And I did find that there are some. So I thought I'd read those off to you, and some other protocols we can do. Now, if you know more, please drop that in the description below. I know the Ibotta is helpful, but good luck getting your hands on that. It is a sad, sad day when you can't say certain words. without being demonetized. And you can't get a hold of certain things that do help, that are proven to help, because they don't want you to. And this whole thing to me has been a damn war crime. I'm sorry. It's a war crime. The whole thing, from start to finish, all of it. And if you look into it enough, you'll know that that's the absolute truth. Because sometimes I get on here and I get on Facebook and all that, and I'll start talking, and I'll start rambling, and I'll get all frustrated and fed up, and my cheeks will turn red, and I'll be so fired up and angry. I feel kind of crazy. But I know I'm not. I know what I'm saying is true. It's very verifiably true. And nothing I'm telling anybody is a lie. But still yet, they make you feel nuts. Even though I'm pretty good at this whole thing, okay? The whole research thing, I'm pretty good at it. I don't go by word of mouth. I go by research and studies. And then I do listen to word of mouth to help me with the research and studies. But there's evidence. There's verifiable evidence. It just irks the hell out of me. Okay, I'm done. That's what's going on right now in my life. I can't help it. Anyway, let's talk about some antiviral foods. Cooking in extra virgin olive oil. It has some very good antiviral properties. If you can roll stuff in it, I've only ever cooked in it. I don't know what else you would do with it. I'm sure a lot of you have some examples, so pop those below. Pumpkin. So I'm imagining that's pumpkin seeds too. And I did read that pumpkin seeds are a natural dewormer, so like you can feed your, like if you have pumpkins left over from Halloween, you can open them up, put them in the woods, and it helps the animals. So that's kind of cool. So I imagine pumpkins and pumpkin seeds would be helpful for antiviral. I'm not real sure, but you know. But then again, you got squash and zucchini, always yummy. And you can fry squash and zucchini up in why can't I say that word? Extra virgin olive oil. Garlic. I've never been able to eat a clove of garlic, but I've never tried. However, if it ain't got garlic on it, it ain't worth eating. So, you know, just sprinkle some garlic, except for eggs. I don't like garlic on eggs. I tried, but it's not my thing. But it goes good on pretty much any and all meats. So, garlic it up. Do y'all know how to do garlic cloves without, like, just being a bite of garlic? I don't know. Black pepper, yogurt, and mushrooms. So apparently all these things are antiviral foods. And right now, it can't hurt to have that, right? So I wanna show y'all something real fast. Alright, so of course there are some vitamins and stuff that help with all this, with viral infections and various things. Even not this, but you got the flu and everything coming up. So why not be as protected as you can? Boost the immune system the best way you can. Of course, through keto, that is a huge immune system booster. Stay away from the sugars. All those things that cause that inflammatory response. You don't need to make anything any worse if you can avoid it. I'm not perfect, obviously, but keto. But one of the top vitamins on the list right now, and most of everybody who's having severe reactions has a vitamin D deficiency. That's not big news, but it is big news. So if you can avoid that, that's great. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, I've got a product that I use. It is in the description below. I don't get but like a couple pennies kickback on it, so you're not making me rich here. And I have no actual benefit of telling you about the product except for I use it. I like it. It works great. It lasts forever. And here's how I know it works. So I had a vitamin D3 deficiency, right? Doctors for years gave me their prescription of vitamin D3. Like 50,000 IUs a week, all the way to 100,000 IUs a week. And my D3 level never rose above 18.5, which is too low. So I started taking this, and very, very quickly, my D3 levels rose to 58.4. I'm sorry, I'm itchy. But this is, what is it called? SBR Nutrition's Vitamin D3 and K2 with MCT oil. Now, I looked this up a long time ago because I was watching a Dr. Berry video. He was talking about D3 and K2, how you need those in combination. Anytime you're getting hefty doses of D3, you need K2. Why? D3 causes a buildup of calcium. Sounds good, right? But that gets stuck in your joints and your arteries. K2 moves it out of your joints and arteries into your bones and teeth where it belongs. So if you're taking D3, you really need to be taking K2 anyway. K2 and D3 absorb better into the body under the tongue with oil. And what better oil than MCT oil? So when I heard his video and I started watching it, I was like, let me see what I can find that has everything in it that I want. And I found this. It was pretty easy, and it's made in the USA. And literally, one teeny tiny single teardrop size is a dose. I take 7 to 10 teardrop sizes a day, leave it under my tongue, and voila, vitamin D levels instantly improve. So, right? All right, so, and that is in the description below if you're interested in that one, but you can look up your own brand. I won't mind a bit. Find what works best for you. All right, so we got D3, vitamin C. Find you a good, sturdy vitamin C, not the crappy folic acid type, the real vitamin C. You'll have to look up, the proper portions for you for everything, but C, immune booster, good for your hair, skin, and nails too. Garlic. Garlic does come in pills. I used to take garlic pills because it's also not only good for your immune system, but for your blood pressure. I wonder if that helped. Because at one time I had it under control. But anyway, I wonder. But garlic has a side effect. Not a bad one, but if you get in a nice hot shower and why does everything smell like garlic? It's you. It's you. It really is. Zinc is another good one. And there is one that I just heard about. It's a vitamin apparently, but it's like one of those things that is said to be good for the C word, only as soon as somebody said it was good for the C word, the whole world said, oh no, that'll kill you, even though it's highly prescribed for all kinds of things. But anyway, the vitamin itself is called Kyosakurin. You know what? Hold on a minute. I did look up how to say this so I wouldn't sound like a complete dum-dum. Now I have to sound like a dum-dum trying to get it up. Wow, I've been... Yeah, Mom. Any day now. Sorry, computer. And the word is...
Quercetin.
Quercetin. Okay, so it's also spelled like this. Hold on a minute. If I can get it to show up for you. There's the word. And I've seen anything from 250 to 500 milligrams, so check into it. If these things help, why not have a little bit of a boost and a little bit of a help? That's all I got to say about that for right now. We'll see how this whole thing goes. I'm tired. I'm wiped. I'm beat. I've been so stressed this entire year. And then we got this now. Every day there's something new, right? So, but I am happy. Let's talk about keto. I am very, very happy because for 4-ish days now, and my goal was to do it for 2 or 3, to get stuck in this area, was to hit the 162-ish mark and stay there for a little bit, because that is a victory as of late. So that's kind of like the best results I've had in a little while, because I haven't been doing all the smart things. I know you're right that I need to eat at home more. I get it. It's just very difficult unless I'm quarantined, which I am. So the doctor asked me if I can stay away from him. I'm like, why? You said I gave it to him. He hasn't really been around anybody but me. I'm pretty sure the way it happened. Well, I mean, I'm not even sure, because me and the other kids started complaining about the symptoms right about the same time, but we don't really know too many of the same exact people, except for his sister, who was tested, and that first time tested negative, but this time tested positive, and she's sick again, so I don't think she was positive both times. You know what I mean? So anyway, we know the sister. But he was playing with my granddaughter, it's her uncle, the day before. And the next day she was with me, and I know she was drinking out of my cup. I don't even give them the cup. They'll grab it and take it and run off with it. They think it's hilarious. And it is adorable as long as things like this aren't going around. But even my daughter, I was like, honey, we don't know if I have it or not. Don't drink after me. And I'd turn around and she'd be drinking out of my cup. I say, okay, honey, you're going to get sick. And I am concerned about her because of her weight. So that scares me. Because that is one big factor of the whole C word anyway, of how dangerous it is. So we'll see. And then like I was like, okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm positive. She's like, I've been drinking after you all week anyway, so I am too, probably. So great, that's one way to damn look at it. And I kept my other grandson, my oldest grandson, all week long, to keep him away from there, because I didn't feel too terrible, and then supposedly I was negative to boot, so I kept him here with me all week. And now I'm like, well, that was a bust. I mean, I'm glad he's fine. He seems to be okay, but you know. All right, I was talking about keto. What the hell I ate yesterday? I am so sorry. I love that Jimmy Dean's hot sausage, but that does give me a little bit of bubbles. It gives me a bubbly effect. It's like a little burping that's a little bit hot. It's not too severe, but it's a noticeable thing, right? So anyway, I stayed in my zone. I feel good. So I do feel good, actually. A little stuffy through here, sinusy kind of, but for me, so far, so good. Here's what I ate yesterday. Here's my weigh-in for both yesterday and today. It is Friday morning, 162.2. I got sausage and eggs, Jimmy Dean's sausage, the hot stuff you cook, with 2 bubble yellow eggs, and I got some coffee with some, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, stevia, and of course the collagen, the ORGAIN collagen peptides. Yes, so I'm breaking my fast well, no, this is breakfast meal, but I've actually been eating like cheese sticks and bacon all morning. But I've got 2 bubbly yellow eggs, the bubbles you pop. It won't pop. It's trying to pop. There we go. Well, anyway, yeah, I made a mess. And a couple sausage patties, the Jimmy Dean. Yes, I burnt them, but I really enjoyed this breakfast, so let's eat. At midday, I had 3 turkey and cheese roll-ups. Now I'm having some wings and organic ranch. It's Saturday morning, 162. 3 days in a row in the 162 range. Woohoo! I honestly have no idea why I'm going so much. I have no idea. I probably saw another YouTuber do it and it got stuck in me. I'm not real sure. So apologies in advance. Because once in a while I've noticed that I'll do that quite a few times in a video. Like, where the hell am I getting that from? I have no idea. But stuck. Anyway, I'm in a good range. 162. Hovering in that area. So very, very thrilled about that. I want to see the 161 next. That's a thrilling effect. Will I today? I don't know, because I've been in and out of that refrigerator 500 times. Not because I'm hungry, because I'm bored. I know that's not a good reason, but I'm not generally at home this much, so kind of like a lot of it is just bacon and cheese, but I'm still eating all the bacon and cheese and the turkey and cheese roll-ups and the sausage and eggs and the hot wings. Ooh. Hot wings. Probably gonna do that again. Anyway, guys and dolls, that's been my keto day 1512. I think that's right. I'm gonna get off here. Gonna make sure he's good to go. Cry a little bit. Not really, just pout a little bit. Oh my God, our paychecks. They're gonna be wretched. Wretched, I tell you. I've missed both days this weekend that go to last weekend. So basically I've got 1 day on the come and check. Hubby worked to 4:30 and 4:30. So he's got a little over 1 full day on this check. Our next paycheck is going to be hell. Oh my gosh. Such is life. Such is life. That is what it is, right? Anyway, guys and dolls, if you need help with your ketogenic journey, What was that? Maybe I just moved my hand too fast, but felt like somebody went on my hand. Nothing over there. Okay. If you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. If you know some other antiviral helpful things for this time of year or for what's currently going around, drop them down in the description section or comment section below. If you need help, contact me. There are ways to support the channel in the description below that are greatly appreciated. And there's some pretty cool items like Shashka bracelets, ORGAIN, Collagen, peptides, and a Keto Mojo for 15% off. Much love, many prayers, guys and dolls. Bless our hearts. Make your next meal keto. Bye, y'all.